Hello, everybody. Welcome, welcome to Frontier Friday. I am streaming again because my stream on Wednesday, which I had a guest on, did not go so well. My computer was very much drained by all of the resource usage, and so I didn't get any work done on stream. But that it will not be the case today, because I am using all my resources to just stream, and so I will stream today. But hello to Pixie Cow and Rocky Johan in the chat. Thank you for the support lurk. Thank you for the 2 new follows. I forgot the names already, but I saw that 2 new people followed. And anyone else who might be in chat lurking, welcome. So yeah, I'm gonna be doing some background stuff. Tell the truth, Twitch couldn't handle all the hilarious content. Yeah. Oh, hello, Celine Morrow. Celine Morrow, thank you for the follow. I think this is the most follows I've had in a single stream in a while. Also, Synthwave is very loud. I'm gonna turn it down a little bit more. There we go. Let me adjust the desktop audio so that it's a little louder on your end, so you can at least hear the music. There we go. Hopefully that doesn't drown out everything. Anyway, so let's get to it. So I am drawing some stuff in a background because I realized that I have to draw this character in this background, but the background requires some objects in it in order for the character to interact with, and I haven't done those, so I'm going to do those first, and then I can be sure that I have everything in place, what I need for the character. So that's what I'm working on today for this stream. And if I finish, I might go back to working on my map background that I started a couple of streams ago, but haven't touched since. So we shall see how long this takes. I actually don't remember everything I have to put in, but the main thing I have to put in is this wagon that's full of a bunch of things, and also a tripod of sorts. Although I might do that as a separate object when I do the character, just so I have the height right. In fact, yeah, I think I will do that. So really, it's just going to be this wagon with some stuff today. So sit back, relax, ask your questions, make your comments, and we'll just hang out together for a little while I work. Alright, oops. I did not mean to do that there. Hello, Judith Butler's lover. Like a rhinestone cowboy. Yes. I'm not going to read all that. But thank you for your contribution. That is the wrong thing. Okay. Texture up the wood a little bit, and once I do that, I'm going to make it a little more worn looking, because this is a traveling wagon that has been around and has gotten dusty and rained on and all sorts of weathering effects, so I'll make it look like it has been through quite a few things. But let me zoom in here because this is going to be a highlight. This. Alright, so let's do a highlight pass. Hello, Ambrosine Zero and Nicholas Patton. Welcome. Now we'll do a highlight on this. And now for the warn thing that I mentioned. Dirty up the wood a little bit. Just add random bits of black. The rot and the stain is just coming in. Hello, Edmund Detour. How's it going? And also, I want to put some shade here. I don't know if let me see if just to make sure I'm consistent with where the sunlight is coming from. I guess that's fine. It's sort of overhead, I guess. It's not particularly strong in any direction because it's middle of the day, I guess. So, alright, do the same over here. Oh, this should probably have a shadow because it's casting a shadow over this bit here. Alright. Also, I have to look at my reference here because wagons are surprisingly tricky to get looking good sometimes. I'll worry about that later. A little texture goes a long way. There. Alright, so I'm going to make this a little thicker here because I want it to be sort of the edge of this wagon here. So it'll kind of be like a little shelf, but not really, because the shelf is elsewhere. So I think this line here is a perfect cutoff line for where the edge of the wagon happens. So that's good there. Make sure that this is all still the correct size here. And if she comes over here, and that's about right. And if he's facing one way, yeah, that's why I want to have the camera as a separate thing, because the camera's going to need to be facing different ways too. So I'll wait for the tripod and all that to be part of the character sprite. Okay. Now then, this is essentially going to be a shelf on the back of a wagon. So let me see if I can find some good reference for that. 19th century. Medicine wagon. There we go. Dr. Gray's Miracle Cure. That's what I'm looking for. Okay, so I want I want this bit to be obviously covered up. That's where that goes, but then there needs to be a shelf or whatever. That's not really what I want. Some of these are very strange. Ah, here we go. This is what I'm looking for. Okay. Yes. All right. No worries there. All right. Let me just do this then. This is this. Just do oops. All right. There we go. But then, of course, I want to make it more interesting and have like an overhang sort of thing happening. The implication being that this is this guy's traveling cart that he's going around in, so it should be interesting looking. So I guess you can have a little ridge thing there. That's the best way to connect the dots. I think this is the part of the stream where Francisco says, "I'm Francisco Gonzalez, mighty programmer." I've never been a mighty programmer. Get Celius. But thanks for the confidence boost. Also, hello Velociraptor. 8 Lur Pugler. What's happening there? I don't know. Oh, I forgot this one. This one's important. There. Sort of. Whatever. All right. Yes. What? Hello, Dan Nastic. Thank you for the 100 bits. Hello, friend. How's life? How's the progression? I hope you're doing great, you legend, you. That's the nicest thing. That's so sweet. Thank you. It's been a while since you've been around. Good to see you again. Yeah, it's, you know, the game's coming along. I'm pretty much in the marathon of getting all the NPCs animated. But I am on track to have the game out later this year, so that'll be good. Planning on cutting a new trailer sometime in June. So finally have a new trailer besides the one that we've been seeing for the past 3 years. Hello, Lost Train Dude. Welcome. So I just need to get some cool animations and stuff into the game to have some new material to show off. Oh, was that the... I guess that's too much of a highlight. Oh well, no problem. It's fine. Can use it for both. No one's gonna get mad. We're working on a new trailer right now, bane of my existence. It's hard to figure out the best way to make the most impact in so little time. That's, yes. Yes, it is very hard. What kind of game are you making, Celine Morrow? Because adventure games are especially hard to make trailers for, because how do you make something interesting out of mostly walking around? Oh, Age of the Witch, of course. Yeah, that looks really cool, by the way. But yeah, it's hard to make a slow-moving, dialogue-heavy adventure game look exciting in a trailer. That's like one of the biggest challenges. Oops. Whoopsie. There we go. No one will be the wiser. Alright, and what I'm going to do to make it even more interesting looking is I'm going to have a couple of poles here, and I'm going to have like a tent thing coming out of the back. Just because I want to. Let's make it dark. Alright, so pretty much end it here. A little metal roof extension thing. have no, I'll do this first. And then, of course, as I mentioned in the previous stream, my favorite thing to highlight metal with is the color of the sky. So we'll highlight. Maybe that's a bit much right now. I should do a little bit more of a subtle blue. Use that just to make it look a little more round. That's not where I want it. There we go. I just realized I should have done this as a separate layer because I'm going to be drawing stuff behind that, but whatever. I'll deal with it. It's pretty easy to... It'll be easy enough to get rid of. But I also want to do like some kind of a tent thing here. Oh, something happened. Thank you for George Broussard for the subscription. Thank you to George Broussard for the subscription. And if you don't pick the right dialogue that's just general enough, it seems out of context. The armies of Lothian are soon at our doorstep because the pact with the Gore failed and people will be scratching their heads. Yes, that is absolutely right. Picking the correct dialogue for in-game dialogue for trailers is also very difficult. And also sometimes you have the problem of, like, out of context it might sound like it's very badly acted even if it's not. So that's another challenge as well. This looks really great. Is the background drawn by hand? Thank you, Velociraptor. Yes, the background, everything you see has been drawn by me on my tablet. Using my tablet, rather. Not on my tablet, because I know tablet nowadays can also mean a device. But my Wacom Bamboo. Let me drink a little water. Thank you, George. My dev week it's going okay. Whoa! Ms. Bobby Jenkins is raiding with a party of 28. Well, welcome, raiders. Thank you for coming to my stream. I'm gonna give it a couple of minutes just in case there's an ad, so that I can play the trailer without any issues. So if you're seeing me and there was an ad, let me know when. Well, I guess if there's an ad right now, you wouldn't really be hearing this. So never mind. I'm gonna give it a bit. Let's go ahead and do this first. There we go. And also, let's give this a little depth here with the single pixel brush. But yeah, my dev week has made slightly less progress than I would have liked, but overall I'm doing okay, I think. Not quite ready to start worrying about how I'm going. Was picking up Ben Jordan for you. I was playing Monkey Island on the Amiga, so I thought it was a good segue. Oh, well, thank you. Thank you, Ms. Bobby Jenkins. What were you... Wait, what were you streaming? Were you streaming Ben Jordan? Were you streaming something else? Is Monkey Island on the Amiga your credentials? Were you playing Monkey Island on the Amiga just now? Alright, let's put some wear and tear on these things too. Wow, there's a lot of people in here. Well, I streamed Skyrim, then Benefactor on Amiga, then Monkey Island on Amiga. Cool, okay. Cool. Well, welcome Raiders. My name is Francisco. I am, I guess, professionally known as Grundislav Games, and I'm working on a point-and-click adventure called Rosewater, which is a western set in an alternate 19th century. And I'll play you the trailer, or the teaser, right now.
Tell me, what is it you want out of life? Fortune, glory, the thrill of adventure? I'm offering you a chance at all three. You just need to do me one small favor. You've something of a reputation, you know. Clever, resourceful, maybe a little dangerous. I do hope that's accurate. The path won't be straightforward. You'll encounter obstacles along the way, perhaps even some other dangerous people. You'll need some help, but I assure you the rewards far outweigh the risks. You will be richer than you ever thought possible, if you can deliver. I'll be in touch.
Right, so that's the teaser trailer for Rosewater. I'm gonna have a new updated trailer hopefully soon. Who's that voice actress? That is Amelia Tyler. Most recently you might recognize her as the narrator in Baldur's Gate 3. But she's really good. So, yeah, I am currently still working on this. Cinematic close-ups are great. Thank you. I'm glad you think so. Those actually make it slightly easier to make the trailers, but I have to work on a few more of those because I don't have enough to populate an entire new trailer. Anyway, all right. So I'm okay with how this wagon is looking right now, but I also just realized that by putting this tarp on it, I'm gonna have to do an extra shadow here. So let me do that real quick because. Well, it needs to be a new layer. Let's do a new shadow layer. We'll do a nice dark blue, which I like to do as my shadows. Excuse me. So you can wish list Paint My Wagon jokes incoming. No. So yeah, if you like the look of the game, you can wish list it on Steam or on GOG. And yeah, I would appreciate the wish lists, and I would also appreciate a purchase when it comes out. All right, do hard light there. A little darker there. There we go. Filter Gaussian blur. There we go. 1.0 is fine. And I'll get rid of this. There we go. Hooray. Okay. Lower that there. All right. Now I need to figure out how to put stuff on the shelf, and, well, actually, I should probably put the wheels on first. Can't just have a wagon floating in midair. Need to have some wheels, so. Oh, there we go. That looks cool. There's a thing there. A sample of what that would look like, I guess. Alright, well anyway, I need to see a side view of a wagon here. It's always interesting to see. Here we go. Oh, I remember this wagon. I use this as a thing. Well, this is actually not that difficult because it's a side view, so it's not the biggest deal. When I said the wheels had come off, this was not what I meant, right? Yes, but yeah, no, I'll have some actual wheels. Let's do a new layer, and the wheel will be here. So now is the fun part because now I get to use the shape tool. And the shape tool will be just a big old circle. If I can find one. There it is. Okay. So the wheel will be wooden, but I like to have them like that, so. There we go. Alright, let's do the wheel. Independent of the... Oh, look at that. It's only half a wheel because I cut off the side of the screen. That's what happens when you do wheels like that. So let me go ahead and just do some shapes here. It's here, about here. So the middle of the wheel will be there. I could do a circle, but let's make it more hand-painted looking. Why not? That sounds really bad. Oh boy. This is definitely my audience. Hello, Didar Zalil. Welcome. Alright. So. Yes. Let's do. It isn't always you that's doing the puns. What are you doing? I am new here. Well, hello Didar Zalil. I am a indie adventure game developer. I am currently painting this background, or I'm adding this wagon to this background that I've already painted for my point-and-click adventure game Rosewater. It is a western set in an alternate 19th century, and you play as a former boxer turned writer who goes on a journey looking for a missing fortune. And you can check it out. It's available to wishlist on Steam and on GOG. Rosewater, like the big title at the bottom there says. And normally I stream every Wednesday at 1 p.m. Eastern Time for Wild West Wednesday, which is my weekly dev stream. But this week I'm doing an extra Frontier Friday because my stream on Wednesday was not great. I had internet issues, so, you know. Oh, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. If you've ever heard of Lamplight, yes, that's me. My last game, Lamplight City, on Steam is... Oh, yeah, there you go. Thank you, George Broussard. Yes, I also made a game recently called Lamplight City, which is set in the same alternate universe. And that is actually... Oh, it just went off sale. It was on sale all week. It just went off sale 2 hours ago. But it's there. Wishlist it if you don't want to... If you want to... save it for another sale or something. I don't know. Did you have any specific inspiration for the idea related to your life/interests? That was a funny noise. Specific inspiration for which idea? The Western or the alternate history, or what do you mean exactly? Alright, let's do 6 pixels. Just if you always had some interest in this time period. No, actually. I've never was like super into the Old West. I guess until more recently that I became interested in it just from like playing Red Dead Redemption and things like that. The whole doing a game in a Western setting came about from having done Lamplight City in the the alternate history, like detective foggy city thing. I did it as an alternate history because I didn't because I didn't want to be like I didn't have to worry about historical accuracy basically. So that's why I did the alternate history thing, and I was like, well, I've made this world, I want to explore more of it. What else can I explore? And it just kind of came to me like, oh, well, I can do the Old West. Like, that's the complete opposite. It's not the claustrophobic city. I didn't duplicate the layer. It's the open spaces of the Old West. It seemed the perfect sort of companion piece to it. So that's kind of where it came from. I'm gonna rotate this ever so slightly. There we go. And then I'm gonna do another version of this. No, not quite. Okay, let's try this again. Oh, someday I'll get this. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, instead of merging this down this way, let's do it this way. It's slightly better. Oops. Alright. I think I always did it in medieval for some unfathomable reason. Well, interestingly enough, the game that I did previously to Lamplight City was called Shardlight, and when I originally was coming up with the ideas for it, it was going to be set in medieval times during the Black Plague, and it was going to be more historical centered. But then when I teamed up with Ben Chandler and we talked about it a little bit more, we decided to make it a post-apocalyptic future setting instead. So that was an interesting change there. But I've never gone back and thought, oh yeah, I'll do a medieval adventure game. this is not perfectly aligned or symmetrical. But I don't care too much about that. Realism be damned, as I always say. I don't actually always say that. I should say it though. It would save me a lot of time, that's for sure. Now, to put this where it belongs, which is over here. Oh no, I have to do it. It turns out I have to. No, I don't. No, I don't. I can just do this here. Well, I gotta do this down here because the wheel's gonna be down there. So the wheel's just below that. Okay, no worries there. Go in here. And paint in what I thought I could avoid. This is going to be behind the foreground anyway, I think. But either way, just to be safe. Don't want to jinx it. Alright, so that's where that is. Let's go ahead and put the actual bar down here. Oh, I should probably do it underneath. Alright, so the other one's around here, right? So I do have to show the other wheel because otherwise it's going to look even weirder. So let's get rid of you and duplicate you. And move you over here. But then also make you smaller as according to the perspective grid. So if this thing is here, then this one is going to be here. There. And there. More or less, right? Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty much ticks the same thing, except it's not there. It needs to be over here. Well. But also I didn't do this other one particularly well. Let me hold off on that. Let's do this actually correctly here. This one actually has to come this way. There we go. All right. Okay. intersection of these two is here, essentially. So that means that the intersection of these two is here, which means that this line here is where it ends. So here. So here. There. And then that is more or less where it needs to be. Yeah, and that's actually exactly where it needs to be. Okay. There we go. And then you can see it on the other side there. Although it does feel like it's a little too far away now. It needs to be closer. But that's part and parcel of wagons being difficult to draw. In the same vein, I will make our horses levitate around the world without moving their legs. It's in-world logic. That's an excellent way to avoid those pesky horse animations, for sure. Yeah, see, this is... The problem here is that I don't like the fact that it seems so far away. So, let's try that again with a little bit more mathematics here. So let's do a new layer here. New layer. Okay, so let's do a bright red, because that's always easy to figure out. Alright, so if the bottom of the wagon is here, right, and the bottom of this is here, that means that the intersect point is here, which means that the bottom of the wagon here and the bottom of the wagon here is here, this line here, and then the intersect point is there, so then this goes here, so then the wheel base needs to be here, which means then that this actually got erased way too far away, which is why it looked way too far away. So it actually needs to end like somewhere in between here. So if this thing goes this way, this needs to okay, hold on. I need to visualize this. This is the width of the back of the thing. But this is not, no, this is wrong, because this is not where the wheel is, because there is a little bit of sticky outiness here of this thing, right? So sticky outiness is, of course, the correct technical term. So this comes out, actually, this comes out like to here. So really this is an extra little cube that comes out here. So in reality, the intersect point is, well, now I'm screwing this up because this is not the correct, I just eyeballed that, so let's not do that. So, okay, so here we go. So this here now is this way, there. Okay, so now this is here, and then this, the intersect point for the wheel is actually here. So this line is just the back part of this cube here, so let's get rid of that just so I don't get confused anymore. Okay, so that means then that this goes this way. So then this has to be slightly out this way, and here, and here, and here. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. So now that means that the stick out point here for the cube is actually here. So it is actually correct to have the wheel there. So the wheel is sort of there, sticking out a little bit. The base of the wheel actually needs to be down here then, if that's correct. You know what? I'm just gonna eyeball this. Screw it. I'm just gonna eyeball it. This is too much nonsense. But I'm gonna try and at least keep it as close to correct as possible. Alright, so I want that line to be here. Wait, before I do that, let me make this slightly less visible so I can see where that goes. There we go. Okay, yeah, there. Yeah, see, because this... Right, there we go. Okay, that seems slightly better, I think. Anyway, what's happening in the chat? I just love wrong horse animations, like in Stardew. I love the horse's floppy little legs. I'm not familiar with that. It's one of the hardest parts of our graphics, probably. We have a tournament scene where we have to have two horses rushing against one another in one night, knocking the other one off his horse. Jolly good dev fun. Oh boy. Also, hello Slacks. Having more luck with Photoshop today? Yes, my computer is not... The resources are not being hogged by streaming from Discord. So every time I see this character, he reminds me of Marty McFly. Which character is that? Alright, I think that should be okay. Maybe. Seems about right. I mean, the top of the wheel is about where it needs to be. The bottom of the wheel is about where it needs to be. And we're only going to be here, so there's no weird scaling stuff happening, I don't think, anyway. Or maybe there is. I don't know. This is so stupid. If I were to say, okay, well, the wheels go this way. Let me just do this one more time for accuracy. So, the middle of the wheel needs to be here. The top of the wheel needs to be here. The bottom of the wheel needs to be here. Middle there. And middle here. That is not where that is. Okay, so let's just do this then. Get rid of you. Duplicate you. And put you down here. There. Close enough. Yeah, okay. I'll take that. At least it's slightly more correct looking than the previous one. This'll teach me to do games with wagons in them, I tell you. I just realized the character is a female, the one in the red vest. Yes. Yes, she is. That's our main character, Harley Leger. She is, she's my stand-in for size comparisons for everything. So I always have her on screen to make sure that, you know, everything's the correct size. And that seems to be, so we'll deal with that later. Okay. So now let me go ahead and squash this all together. Let's add a shadow. So it doesn't look like it's just floating. But again, in perspective. There. Actually, no, let's do normal. Did you make the sprites for the characters and wagon in the game? The only pixel art I've finished so far is a sprite sheet for an RPG Maker MV character. Did you... What do you mean? Did I make them in game as in like, did I put them in the game? I don't quite understand the question. Or did I draw them? Oh, yes. Yes, I've done all the art in the game. I'm doing all the art in the game. So yes, I have drawn everything you're seeing on screen right now. Yes, they are all the characters pretty much are mostly me dressed in different poses. The female characters are my partner, not I'm all the male characters so far. Well, mostly all of them. I've gotten a few people to help me out, but it's mostly me. It's true. Excuse me. Excuse me again. Okay. Now to put some stuff on the back of the wagon. In the back of the wagon. On the back, in the back, I don't even know. Alright, let's do a new layer. I have to figure out what exactly needs to go here. Timer, camera, flipbook, marker. Okay. That's fine. Let me have a quick look at, oh, thank you, Nicholas Patton. Let me have a very quick look at my documents here because I want to make sure that I have all of the correct hotspots to look at. Where are we? Rosewater Docks, script at 2. Here we go. Let's go down to, where are we? 40. Here we go. Nope. 44? I don't remember what room this is. Here we go. Found it. Scrub Forest River. Let's look at my hotspots. Hotspots, hotspots. Photos. There we go. Here we are. We've got camera, timer, gyroscope, bottles, lenses, flipbook. Okay, so these are all going to be different things. Okay. They call our hotspot. Oh dear. Yes. Okay. Alright, so this is just going to be plain. Go ahead and make this just a plain old thing. I'll just do some... Well, I'll do the bottles over here. Okay, some bottles. Now to make them look like bottles. Cut the game into 2 halves and release separately. Nobody will know. Uh-huh. I've seen that marketing strategy before and it never works. Alright, so we got our little bottles there. Gotta have a little, I guess, Well, bottles can actually be over here. Yeah, maybe over there. Okay, so there's some lenses. Close enough. Something interesting to look at. A gyroscope, which I'm going to take from Lamplight City. If I can. Excuse me. Fordham bedroom. Oh, Fordham bedroom night. No, I want Fordham bedroom day. Just Fordham bedroom. There we go. There we go. There we go. That's what I want. Okay. Will you fit here, or will you be too small? You might fit here. Also, oh look, it's Miles. Miles in his old pixely form. Oh, the thirds. I used to use thirds. Those were the old days. Do you fit in here, gyroscope? Yeah, kind of. You're pretty small, but I think it'll work. It's fine. I'll put it up here, the back part, or just here. Yeah, that's good enough. Oh, hello, Big K69er. Thank you for the subscription. Another great month down, closer to the release. What was the first game you remember playing? It was something on the original Atari 2600. It was probably Pitfall or Omega Race or something like that. Also, don't this in a... Okay, I won't don't. I'll don't it. It's definitely a don't. As in, don't do it, because it'll be terrible. I can't do a Dutch accent anyway. Alright, so there's my gyroscope, and then I need a timer. Which... Let me check my dialogue a second to see if it's described in any way, shape, or form. Photos. What's that contraption on your wagon? A bell. Okay. So it needs a bell. And it needs a dial. Okay. Okay. So it needs to be it needs to have a bell, and it needs to ring or be able to have a dial on it. So a dial and a bell. Any accents you especially love? That's a good question, actually. I don't really think about that so much anymore. I haven't really thought about that in a while. I mean, there's certain UK accents that I think are very nice to listen to. Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna plead the fifth on that one. Geordie. No, Geordie's very hard to understand. I can sort of understand, but not a lot. It's just Ari Pet Hoodin. Okay. Well, if that's all there is to it. So I want to make sure that these things are visible and interesting to catch the player's attention. So it should look like a sundial. at least the dial. Then you, I am canny-like. Then you go, I am canny-like. Okay. Thank you for this crash course in Geordie. Oh, thank you for the follow, Sir Deadle. Sir Deadle? Is that your name? I couldn't really see. The text is too small. It's a little hard to see, so I think I'm going to move the bottles, and I'm going to put this over here so that it's front and center, and you can see that it has a bell on it. Put the gyroscope back here. Put the bottles over here. Well, and then put the gyroscope over here, I guess. Yeah, that's better. Make everything higher contrast too, because that way you'll be able to actually see them. There. Much better. Now you can actually see the stuff and it pops out at you, so that's what I wanted. You know what? Let me make these bottles a little smaller and put them in the back, because I don't like them just awkwardly hanging out there. Put them over here. That's better. Is that the police going past yours I could hear? No, I don't think so. It might be in the music. Also, where did I do my... I guess I need to figure out what my gyroscope... I'm gonna have to animate the gyroscope later. No, not Fordham living room, Fordham bedroom. Gyroscope, here we go. Gyroscope has 12 animations. This is also very small, so it's not going to fit here because this is a resized version. I know that for a fact. Oh, well maybe it will, actually. Yeah, no, it will. It'll fit there. Okay. Yeah, I could put the gyroscope there. Cool, I can I can reuse my Lamplight City gyroscope animation. It'll be a little Easter egg for all of you who played Lamplight City. Are they hot sauce? Or who hot sauce? I say it's a little Easter egg, but really what it is me being lazy and not wanting to animate a brand new thing. So, okay, I think that should do for this part here. Now let me go ahead and save everything individually so that I can actually put it in the game. So Treadway stuff is really just wagon. I don't know why I called it Treadway stuff, but whatever, it's fine. Okay. Save as. Here we go. Forest, Riverside, Forest, Water, PNG, Wagon. Turn all this stuff on, get to it closer. Alright, actually what I'm going to do first, before I do that, is I'm going to make a new layer. And it's going to be black. And it's going to be a square. And it's going to be 1% opacity. But now I can How many rooms in Rosewater now? I'll tell you in a second. I haven't added any new rooms, so I think we're pretty much at final rooms, because I don't think I need to add any more rooms. Now, do you mean playable rooms or total rooms in the game? Where did I go? Here we go. Forest. Okay, here we go. Equally important, how many rums? I only have, how many rum? I don't have any rum down here. Oh no, my rum is gone. How sad. just save this here for now. And now let's go into AGS and put it in the game. Go to my sprites here. In my scenes. 44, yes, forest, here we go. Alright. Alright, bottles, gyro base, lenses, timer, and wagon. All the things. Import them all. Alright, and now let's go to the actual room, which should still be open. Yes, here we go. Walkable areas. Alright, I'm gonna have to change that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 5. Well, let me put my stuff in first. Okay, objects. Let's change the forest bank to what it'll actually look like. There we go. And now objects, place new object here. Wagon. And it is not it's not visible. And it is not clickable. And it's here. No. Forest bank. Baseline is 530, which is here. Okay, well, for right now, let me go ahead. No, it's 0720, not 1720. Let me turn it off so that it doesn't get selected every time I do this. Alright, so this is here. Let's put it down here. Why not? 720 is fine. Nine, 7.5, 720. Okay, cool. And now for the walkable areas, I was going to add walkable area 5 here. Do this. Oops. There we go. Okay. There. Alright, so now when we have... This is going to take a while because I have to Why is the rum gone? Forrest Gump's lesser known brother, Forrest Banks. Yes, that's right. No relation to Alfie Banks from A Golden Wake. Or perhaps all the relations. I have to wait until the sprites save here. Excuse me. Oh, I remember this person. Still saving. Yeah, AGS gets slow when you have a whole bunch of sprites. My AC sprite, whatever file is more than 2 gigabytes at this point. How many sprites have I got in the game right now? Let's find out. 14,912. So there you go. If you're wondering why it takes so long to save every time you add new sprites, it's because it has to rebuild the sprite file every single time you save. And yeah. Okay, new object. Oh, bottles. Not visible, but clickable. And their image is here. Oh, the baseline has to be more than... Actually, let's go back to this. Baseline overridden is true. Baseline is 540. That should be okay. Okay. No, never mind. Baseline is 530? Wait, hold on. What? Oh, Forest Bank is... Baseline is 530, so this needs to be... Well, whatever. Let's say that this baseline is also overridden, and the baseline is 600. Just so we don't screw everything up otherwise. Okay. Zoom in here just to make sure it's all placed correctly. There we go. Bottles go there. New object here, and this is not visible, and it is... Let's just do it in alphabetical order. Let's go with gyro base. Baseline is also 600. I didn't mean to do that. And by that I mean double click. I did not mean to double click. So we'll put our gyroscope here. And our new object is lenses. Actually, I think I said I was going to put the gyroscope here, so I'll put the gyroscope here on the edge. And bottles will be over here too. Close enough. Good afternoon, Cregan. Welcome. And finally we have O timer. Baseline is also 600. Visible is also false. And it looks like that. So we put it here. Or we can put it here now because it'd be right in the center. I'm cool with that there. Okay. Alright, so now that is a thing that is there. Those flowers will not be there. I honestly love that gyroscope. I haven't played Lamplight City yet. Does it have significance, or is it just a cute thing? It's just a decoration in Miles's bedroom. It's not, yeah, it's really just a decoration in his bedroom. It's nothing particularly significant. Uh-oh. Script name conflicts with other game item. Really? Oh! I know why. Because I already have one. I already have O-Timer. Well, you know what? I already have O-Timer because... Flip Bookwagon bottles. Yeah, okay. I already have O-Timer because I had already coded the puzzle involving the timer, so that's why. Okay. let's put it back where it belongs here. Which means that I haven't put in the descriptions for all the other items yet. So I gotta do that. But first, let's test to make sure that it all works correctly. So I'll go ahead and save and check the room script. Load. I wonder if I have any of those. Oh, one of those gyro what's-its. Oh, I have all the text in, so that means that I have to... Okay, well that's good to know. So bottles, lenses, and all this stuff are hotspots, but that means that I have to... Okay, so that's easy enough to code around. Alright, so room load... Where is room load? Room load, here we go. Environment, forest, blah blah blah. If room environment is equal to forest, then background frame 1. Yes, very good. River animate. Remove walkable area 3 and 4. Alright, let's get rid of... okay, hold on here a second. If encounter counter is equal to 2, if room environment is equal to forest. Okay, so if encounter counter is equal to... Actually, no, wait, let's do this. If C photo stand is in room, then remove walkable area 5. And we have wagon.visible is equal to true. Lenses.visible is equal to true. Gyrobase visible is equal to true. And timer that visible is equal to true. Wagon lenses, and bottles, of course. Bottles that visible is equal to true. Okay, so let's test this out. And we'll see how slowly it runs. And then I will call the stream because I've been going for 2 hours. And it's 5 o'clock. And I have places to be this evening. Because it's Friday night. I can't believe I just said that. I am shipping a game, but I need to go out every once in a while, or else I'll go crazy. I'll go crazier than I already am. Okay, so let me turn the music down so that it doesn't have conflicts with our synthwave backdrop. Excuse me.
Oh, good. We're not far. Come on.
Whoa! What happened there? That didn't... It's not right.
Ladies their privacy.
Okay, that was a really bad bug. Alright, I know exactly why that happened. But that was very funny. She started crouching. She was in her wrong view. photo advantage, alright. Okay. Good thing I have the wait while animating command. So, did I ever tell you I do point and clicks? Ever heard of a golden wake? Well, if I went to bars intending to pick people up, then maybe, but I don't do that. Alright, let's try this again. That's the only reason I don't do that. Well, I also don't do that because I'm not a self-important asshole. At least I try not to be.
We're not the road.
Whoa, why in the world does she do that?
Well,
Okay, I'm gonna have to figure that out in this minute. Okay, cool. So that's our thing here. We got our wagon. Let's see, does she walk over here? She does. That's good. That's good. Okay, good point there. Okay, so those things are all there. Nice squat animation. Only if she squats really low. That was an interesting way to leave the screen, yeah. It really was. I wonder why she's doing that. Her view's unlocked, and then her walk views. I think I know why it's happening, actually. Because she's crossing her arms and then she's uncrossing her arms, which is loop 9. And it's unlocking her view to her walk view. And actually it's loop 10. So then it's in loop 10. And she is walking in loop 10. That's why it's happening. So I know the fix for that is unlock view, see lullabud dot loop is equal to 6. Let's see if that fixes it. It should. It seems that my computer has reverted back to killing the microphone every time I start AGS, so I have to go in and fix that again.
Road. Uh-huh. Come on.
There we go.
We'll give the...
Now she walks correctly, which is good. Okay, so what I was going to do here was I was going to figure out the coordinates for all this stuff. So if she walks over here... $964,646. Okay. 964,646. So, same thing happens with H gyroscope, H bottles, H lenses. But I have to go back to the room now because I have to now set the code for all of these things. Objects, so O bottles interact is H bottles interact. And so on and so forth. I got all these, right? Yeah. Yeah. Okay, cool. Let's try it again. Okay, so I have to fix that. Alright. I have to figure this out. I guess he can put his flipbook over here. So I want to change his position at some point once I have the thing. But yeah, this rock will come in handy. So then I don't have to worry about another surface for anything. Alright, that works. Let me come back this way. Everybody's just hanging out. Come back over this way. He's still there. All good. 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 Alright. Well, excellent. Thank you all for coming to my stream. I'm going to call it here. There's still apparently a lot of viewers. This is like the most viewers I've had in a long time because of the raid. Thank you for the raid. If you're still here. I forgot who it was who raided me. I remember the name. Ms. Bobby Jenkins. That was it. Ms. Bobby Jenkins. Thank you for the raid, Ms. Bobby Jenkins. Let's see if we can do our own raid. Yes. Let's raid Ivy Dupler, who is playing inside right now. So, let's raid Ivy. And, yeah. Everybody have a good weekend. And I will see you for Wild West Wednesday. We'll be raiding very soon. Very soon. Let's see if, here we go. There's no ads. Good. Alright, let's do it. Let's raid. Bye.